Alright, so this weekend I got two more tractors. This one's an MTD Bolens, and the other one, I think it's an MTD, but it looks like it's got an AYP frame. It's a Wizard, that's what it says. So I'm guessing it's by MTD, or MTD shares the AYP frame, I don't know. But anyway, this one's got a 16 horse Briggs & Stratton V-twin Vanguard, and haven't tried out the battery. I pressure washed it, so that's why it looks a little bit better. Haven't finished the hood, but I pressure washed both of them, so they look a whole lot better than they did. And seat's not in very good condition. The other one is like almost perfect, and the oil filter looks like it's rotted on this one. But the starter gear was completely there's not even a starter gear on the starter, so I'm guessing it just busted off or something and they just threw it away. But yeah, had a lot of dirt on it when I got it. The seat's pretty much rusted out, so I'm just gonna have to get a new one. It's almost about the same thing as that Arian's. That's pretty much under a bunch of junk. The deck is a little rusted, but it can probably be fixed up. Dog's barking at the cows over there. Yeah, the tires are in pretty good shape. I think one of them, I don't know. Yeah, their tires are pretty in good shape. These two just, they have a slow leak, I think. But as you can see, this seat is just completely gone, just about. 6-speed transmission. It's a gear drive, which I don't really like, and it's one of those PTO type deals with the levers. But everything seems to be working on it, so just need to get the engine running and see what it does. This one I already got running, and I already got it cutting, so this one is perfect except for one thing. Well, it's got the differential, or the variable transmission for in reverse. You know, when you put it in reverse while the blade deck's down, it won't. It'll shut off the engine. And the thing is, when you take it down, it goes back a little bit, and then it goes up and down. So when you pull it all the way up, it moves forward to disengage it, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, I'm actually starting to like these MTD tractors. I don't know if the headlights work or anything, but I think it's a 2002. That's from the engine, but it's got a real nice 17 horse IC Briggs single cylinder. I'm having a little bit of trouble with it. Well, for one thing, the filter is really dirty and it needs to be changed. But it's the only filter I got right now, and I had to cut the grass, so yeah. I need to change the fuel line, because the fuel line does leak a little bit, but not very much. And the steering wheel's got a little bit of it's got a crack right here, or it's kind of busted right there, but it still turns okay. The two back tires don't really hold air that good. Well, don't really hold air at all, pretty much. But I put some 10W40, just regular advanced auto parts motor oil in it, and it's got plenty of oil. Just changed it yesterday, and I did get it to crank. What I did is I adjusted the valves, and the valves were pretty much out of adjustment. So I tightened them up. I loosened them, then tightened them, and because it's got so much compression, it couldn't even crank. But it'll crank up fine right now. But it's just that I think when it warms up, it does this little valve thing. I mean, I didn't actually do it to its maximum performance. I mean, I didn't adjust it to really what it's supposed to be. I just adjusted the valves till it would run or crank, because the starter really just couldn't turn it over. So generally that's the valve problem with the overhead valve engines. And considering it's a 2002, it's probably been, it probably has a good bit of hours on it, but you know, I've had stuff that's had not as many hours on it, and it do fine. But anyways, I'll go ahead and crank this up. I don't know if the camera could pick it up, but it was misfiring, and I think I just probably need to change the spark plug. It may not even be the valves. I mean, I haven't checked the spark plug on either one of these, but yeah, it's a good engine. It ceased. It like just stopped while I was cutting. I cut about an acre of grass with this thing. It cuts pretty good, and the engine just stopped. It sounded like it seized, and when I tried to turn it over, this grill is just really hot. I mean, right now it's at pretty much running speed normal, or normal running temperature about now. But it was real hot. I mean, I couldn't hardly touch it. I mean, I was trying to turn it over, and it just stopped in one place, and then it's just kind of hard to turn. Then I could kick it over. I mean, and then when I cranked it back up, it sounded like it just threw the rod. But it kept on running, so I was like, well, there's something wrong with either the valves for the spark plug or the ignition, because there was no hole in the block and it was kept on running. So yeah, that's that. I might sell this one on Craigslist or something. I'm thinking $250 or something. You know, I mean, I bought both of these for $50 a piece, and then also I bought something else. I'm not sure if it was part of the $20 or not, but I paid $120 for this one, and that one over there. And this pressure washer didn't have any sprayers or anything, which probably isn't a good thing. I did notice somebody did something right here. I don't know what that deal's all about, but yeah, it's a Honda GCV. Can't remember. GCV 160. Yeah, same as that block over there. I had that running one time, but yeah, just look at my previous videos, you may see it. Anyways, the bottom is kind of falling off, just plastic. I mean, I think it just snaps right back in, but the engine is locked. So I don't know if, you know, something, I don't know. I haven't messed around with it. Either the pump is seized up or the engine seized up. One way or another, I'm going to either have a good engine or a good pump, or nothing. But it's a good cart, I guess, if nothing else. If the pump is bad, I'm just going to keep the engine and throw away the pump and keep the cart. So I'll get something out of this, hopefully. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I've gotten, and I really got this one just because of the engine, but MTD seems to be a pretty good mower in my opinion. If you don't have a problem with this, and you don't have a problem with your electrical, and you don't have a problem with your transmission, it is a good mower. That's the way I see it. But anyways, I'm getting a little bit too long on this video, so yeah, thanks for watching.